Good morning, students. We have started with the chapter Nazism and the Rise of Hitler. I hope, children, you have already seen the two movies which I mentioned in your group. Even if you have not seen, you can now see them or anytime. They are very interesting and you will further know about Hitler and also about Nazism and also about why Hitler had killed so many Jews. I have sent one of the article also where it was written that why Hitler hated these Jews. So go through that and let's begin the chapter here. A small part which we did in the last class, that is, a small boy, 11-year-old German boy, Helmut, when he was lying in his bed, he remembers that his parents were discussing, and his father, who was a physician, he was telling his wife that he will be killed, or the time had come to kill the entire family, or if he should commit suicide alone. His father spoke about his fear of revenge. His father said that now the Allies will do us what we did to the crippled and Jews. What is the meaning of this sentence? This man who was in the army of Hitler, he was saying that now the Allies will take revenge. They will kill us in the same manner the way we killed so many Jews in our country. So same way they are going to kill us. That is what this father was telling his wife. And the next day, he took Helmut to the woods, that is, to the small forest nearby home, and they spent that day very happily. After that, his father shot himself in his office. Now, Helmut remembers all this, and he was always afraid of these things. Helmut's father, when he shot this child, his father's bloody uniform being burnt in the family fireplace, he remembers that. It was so traumatized for him because he overheard what had happened, that he reacted by refusing to eat at home for the next 9 years because he was afraid that his mother might poison him. Because mother was also afraid that they might be caught in the hands of the enemies. Now the reason his father had been the Nazi supporter, or you can say that he was the supporter of Hitler. That is the reason that he was afraid that Nazi, just like the Nazis or the Hitler and his army have killed so many innocent people, same way he and his family also will be killed. In May 1945, you know, children, in May 1945, it is the end of the Second World War. So, in this chapter, we are also going to talk about both the world wars, First World War and the Second World War. So, in May 1945, Germany surrendered to the Allies. There were two parties. That is, one side during the war I am telling, one side there was Germany, Italy and Japan in the Second World War. And on the other side there was France, Britain, Great Britain, USA, and Soviet Union in the Second World War. So these, at that time, Germany lost the war, and it is the Allies who had won the war. So who are the Allies? Allies are elite powers which included Great Britain, France, USA, and USSR. And Germany and its supporters were called as Axis powers. Axis powers were Germany, Italy, and Japan. So during the Second World War, at the end, Germany lost the war, and Hitler, he knew that he is losing the war. So Hitler and his minister called as Goebbels, his entire family committed suicide collectively in his Berlin bunker in the month of April. Now bunker means it's a compartment for storing fuel. So both these people, Hitler as well as his minister and his family, they all committed suicide, because if they will be caught by the enemies, then they will definitely be torturing them. That is why they committed suicide. So once the war was over, what had happened? We are talking about the Second World War, which started in 1939 and ended in 1945. Children, do you know that how the Second World War ended? It ended with the dropping of the two bombs upon the cities of Japan, that is Hiroshima and Nagasaki. So after the war was over and Hitler and his minister also committed suicide, at the end of this war, an international military tribunal at Nuremberg was set up to prosecute Nazi war criminals for the crimes against peace, war crimes, and the crimes against humanity. That means once the war ended, when Hitler killed himself and his army was caught by the Allies, that is UK, France, USSR, and USA, they had set up one of the international military tribunal, that is to to make justice, a kind of a court. It was set up at a place called as Nuremberg. Now, where is Nuremberg? Nuremberg is in Germany. So, they had set up this kind of a court in Nuremberg in Germany. Now, why this was set up? It was set up to kill. Prosecute means kill. To kill the war criminals, that is to kill the Nazis who were caught. Because Nazis had committed so many crimes. They have committed crime against peace, because they were the one who started this war. It is the Germany which started the war. So as a punishment, they should also get punishment. War crimes, they have killed in the name of war, they have killed so many people. In the name of the peace in their own country, they have killed so many innocent people in their own country. So they have committed crime against humanity, which I will discuss now, who all they have killed, innocent people. So because of this, whatever these Germans, these Nazis have committed, they have met with the same fate also. So it said that what you sow, that you reap. That is what happened exactly with the Nazis also. So they have committed a lots of crime against humanity, which has raised serial moral and ethic questions and invited worldwide condemnation. People in the world condemned it because the way the Nazis or the Hitler have killed the innocent people, the whole world was against them. So, what were these acts? What did actually these Nazis or Hitler had done due to which the whole world was against them? What kind of atrocities they have committed due to which the whole world was against them? So let's see in the next paragraph that what kind of atrocities they have committed due to which the whole world is against them, including, many leaders in India. They were against this. Mahatma Gandhi was against such a war. He was against such a kind of mass killing in Germany. And I read somewhere that he had written once one letter also to Hitler regarding this. So let us see what these Germans or Nazis or Hitler had done. There is a term here which I have marked here, genocidal war. Hitler committed or he waged genocidal war. This genocidal is a term coined by Jewish Polish lawyer. That is a lawyer, Jewish Polish lawyer, whose name was Raphael. He has coined this term. It's a Greek term. Genos means race, race or tribe, a particular race. We say, no, a particular race. And side, CID, side means to kill. So they have waged a war which was termed as genocidal war. Under the name of Second World War, Hitler waged this genocidal war which resulted in the mass murder of selected group of innocent civilians of Europe. What did he do? He had killed some selected innocent civilians of Europe. Because why did he kill his own people? The question comes here. You will ask that why he killed his own people, his own country people. The reason is he wanted only the masculine males who were very strong, who could be part of his military. He wanted only those people because he wanted to conserve the resources for the military. Because he knew that in the war, so many resources will be used. So, if there are people, the people who are not of any use for the war, if such people are there in the country, then the resources have to be diverted towards them, which is of no use for Hitler, because Hitler wanted to take revenge. So he wanted the resources for the military. That is why, and that is one reason. And also, the reason is he hated Jews. In the last video, I have told you that why he hated them. Because according to him, Jews were against Jesus Christ. That is why he hated them. So under this genocidal war, he killed so many innocent civilians of his own country, which included 6 million Jews. You will be surprised that so many people, how did he kill them? Did he shoot them individually? No, we will see how he killed them. He had killed 6 million Jews, 2 lakh gypsies. Gypsies were the people, those who used to move from one place to another place, singing and dancing and taking drugs. Such kind of people are gypsies. And he also killed 1 million Polish civilians. He occupied Poland. In the Second World War, it started when he occupied Poland. So he killed so many Polish civilians. He killed 70,000 Germans who were considered mentally and physically disabled because they are of no use for the country. Mentally and physically, they cannot contribute anything for his military. So he killed so many mentally and physically disabled, and he also killed innumerable political opponents. All those people, those who were opposed to him, he had killed all of them. And how did he kill them? Nazis devised an unprecedented means of killing people, that is by a different type of killing they have invented at that time, that is gassing them in various killing centers. Auschwitz is the name of a center where the gas was released and people were killed in that gas. So many people together were killed because it was not possible to kill one by one. So that the mention which I mentioned already, international military tribunal. Now we come back to the story again, that after the Second World War, he killed so many people. So after the Second World War, when Allies had won the war, that is UK, USA, France, when they had won the war, they had set up a court at Nuremberg, which is in Germany, to, to give punishment to these Nazis. So this Nuremberg tribunal, that is the Nuremberg court, they have sentenced 11 leading Nazis to death. Only 11 children. If you compare this with what Nazis have done, this punishment is very less for them. So they have sentenced to death only 11 Nazis to death. Many other were imprisoned for life. So that is what is written. The punishment for the Nazis were less as compared to their brutality, what they have done, how they killed the innocent people. If you compare that, the punishment given to these Nazis was very, very less. Because the Allies did not want to be harsh on defeated Germany. Because they thought that we cannot be harsh just like what they have done, we cannot do it. So that's how the Second World War had punished these Nazis, or the International Military Tribunal had punished these Nazis. So everyone came to feel that the rise of Nazi Germany could partly traced back to the German experience at the end of the World War. Now it's a what you call it as a rewind story. We are going back now. We started with the end of the Second World War, and now we are going back towards the First World War, and then how did the Hitler rise to power, and then again we'll come to the Second World War. This is just an introductory part, and now you can understand that why that small child Helmut was afraid, why his father killed himself, because he now you understand now, because now he knew that Helmut's father knew that they lost the war, Hitler killed himself. So anytime the Allies will come and catch hold of these all people, Nazi people, that is why he killed himself. So that's about the first part, or you can say the introductory part of the chapter, children. Because after this part, we are going to do about the continuation after the First World War. So what experience the Nazis had, due to which they thought of taking revenge? When do you take a revenge? If I ask you children, when do you take a revenge? If something goes against you, extremely something goes against you, when somebody hurts you extremely, generally the people think of taking revenge. So that's exactly happened with the Germany. Why Germany took revenge? Because once the Germany lost the First World War, they thought of taking the revenge. So let's do the birth of Weimar Republic. Children, First World War, here it is the mention of the First World War. First World War took place between the year 1914 and 1918. Years it is mentioned here. It took place between 1914 and 1918. Now, if you ask that why there was a First World War, the answer I will give you because in earlier days, that is before the First World War, Europe was very strong continent in the whole world. At that time, not even USA and Soviet Union, even these were not very strong. It was the Europe which was very strong at that time. And there was a race between these European countries, especially England, France, and Germany. Between them, there was a race. Race is who will become more powerful in the world. So they used to occupy different countries of the world. So according to the Europeans, the country which occupies the more other countries, imperialism which we call it as, imperialistic drive also we call it as. So more and more countries we occupy, more and more powerful we become. So that was at that time happening in Europe. So in this race, Germany was ahead of England and France. Germany was very powerful at that time, and it had occupied also many countries of the world. So at that time, Germany started the war in 1914. At that time, we have, because Germany wanted to occupy Austria. So along with Austria, we have England, France, and Russia. So Germany fought the war alongside the Austrian Empire. That is, Germany fought the war with, Austria is not Australia. Austria is one of the European countries. So it was Germany, it was Austria on one side of the war, and the other side were England, France, and Russia. Initially, that is in the beginning of the First World War, USA did not join the war. It joined much later. So initially it was only one side, Germany, Austria, and the other side it was England, France, and Russia. They were on the other side. So so this war started as a part of the imperialistic drive, and finally this war was in the end joined by US in 1917. In the beginning of the war, like that is in 1914 when it started, Germany was winning the war. Because the war, first of all, when everybody all joined the war, they thought that the war will be ended very quickly. They never realized that the war is going to stretch for a longer time. When the war stretches for a longer time, the resources of the war gets over. Any war, when you talk about any war, whenever there is a war between two countries or any two countries of the world, most of the resources will get over because the resources will be diverted towards the military. The same thing happened. The war continued for 4 years, because of which all the resources of Europe, they started draining. That means they started becoming scarce. There were less amount of resources now because all the resources were diverted towards the military. And France and Britain, they have taken lot of loans from US. They had taken lot of loans from US to fight the war. And when US saw that the Germany was winning the war, US thought if Germany wins the war, then Britain and France will not be able to give them the loans back. Again, I am repeating, France and Britain have taken loan. That is, loan means money, financial help from US. And US thought if Germany wins the war, then Britain and France will not be able to give back the loan to US. So thinking this, US joined the war in 1917. The moment US joined the war in 1917 with allies, that is with France and with England and Russia, obviously these central powers lost the war. That is, Germany lost the war because one side they were such big countries, such strong countries, and the other side there was only Germany which was strong. So they lost the war. Finally, when they lost the war, what do you think will happen when any country loses the war? The defeat of this Germany and the abdiction of the emperor, that is, this king. Earlier there was the monarchy in Germany. So this king had resigned because he had to resign because they lost the war. Once the king resigned, it gave an opportunity to parliamentary parties to come into the power. So now the political parties were formed in Germany and there were elections in Germany, and finally the political parties came into the power. So a national assembly met at Weimar. Weimar is a name of a place. Weimar in Weimar. It is called as Weimar in Germany. So Weimar is a place in Germany. So the elected people, the elected members, they met at a place called Weimar and established democratic constitution with a federal structure. Federal structure is division of powers between center and state. States were created in Germany and powers were distributed. And they have also met, that is, now there were elections for the German parliament. In those days, German parliament, also known as Reichstag, German parliament also called as Reichstag. So there were elections for the Reichstag or parliament, and the elections were held on the basis of equal universal votes cast by all adults, including women. So everybody was given right to vote. And there were elections, and finally the parliament was formed and Weimar Republic was formed. Weimar is a name of a place, so with that name the government was also given the name as Weimar Republic. This republic, but this government which was framed, the people did not like this government. What is the reason? The German people did not like this republic government. Why? Because people hated this government because this Weimar Republic government had accepted all the punishments which were given by allies, because they lost the First World War. Germany lost the First World War. So now they have to finally accept whatever punishment is given to them. So they have accepted the punishment. This Weimar Republic has accepted the punishment given by the Allies powers. Allies powers were US, France and Britain. So they had put lots of punishment to them. And the peace treaty. There was a peace treaty which was signed, which I told you. The peace treaty was signed at a place by allies and by the lost power, that is the German government, that is the Weimar Republic. So there was an agreement between the allies, that is the winning powers, and the lost power, that is German government Weimar Republic. So there was a peace agreement at a place called as Versailles. Versailles, children, is in France. So there they had a they had an agreement. Now, what is the agreement? What is the punishment which the Germans had got? This, children, I will continue in the next video, that what was the peace agreement after the First World War when the Germans lost, and what punishment was given to the Germans. So that is the end of the video. This is the second part of the video, children. So you can hear again and again if you want to understand the next part of the video, that is the punishment given to the Germans. And you can even see the map here. You can see Germany, Belgium, all France. You can see here all these. So you can go through even all these countries which are given over there. And also let's continue in the next video, children. So that's all for today. Have a nice day.